Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hearts of Iron 4 where we're restarting our Armenia playthrough. And yeah, we'll be doing a lot better this time because we're actually going to take all these smaller countries that are next to us, like Georgia. Last time I failed completely at taking it and had to get Russia to help me. This time we're going to take it. Plus we also have a non-core penalty mod that makes it so I can actually get way more people, way more recruitable population, as you can see, but it all just kind of goes together and it doesn't really matter. So I think we'll go straight into factory output. And also the mod has been updated since I started the last one, so it's gonna be nice actually having all this new stuff that the mod creator has put in. Like, I can also, they have these new factories that were here, they were in here, but now you can get your own resources, like steel and an aluminum, tungsten, chromium, all the stuff that you need. So it's really helpful to have that. But I'm going to focus on factory output first, because we need a strong economy and factory output to build up what we need. So we don't have very much to deal with. We got 5 civilian factories and 3 are being used for consumer goods. Okay, how many military factories do we have? We have 6 factories, so we have 1 military factory. Oh, so we need... And I still don't like that these little countries that can't support these templates have these templates. Because I understand that you could get tanks and everything in a small country, but you think they'd have more infantry because they can't produce unless they import. But we'll work with what we got. So we need tanks, motorized. Let's leave it at that for right now. Artillery, mechanized, light mechanized. Oh, that's so much. And let's actually give this one a different symbol so I don't get mixed up. Got one of those. We don't have any army experience, so that's gonna cripple us. So I think I might go communist again, but this time I will not turn Russia communist, the Soviet Union, because that crippled the CTS. Oh, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it crippled our faction a lot because we didn't have as many countries. Like, we didn't have Kyrgyzstan or any of these countries part of our faction. Yeah, CSTO. And one thing I wish they'd add into this, like the ability to take control of a faction if you're strong enough. So we have no manpower, which is going to be solved. We're going to... Who is a pretty weak target? These guys are a pretty weak target, because we can take this quick. Let's get you guys into an army. Free civilian factories, probably just military factories. Get some oil. Actually, we don't need oil because we'll be taking this next province over here. Let's go back to building quick. I think steel. Steel is something we need. I always need at least one steel factory going, so I don't have to import. So, we're making rifles, the AK-47, tank template up here. I'm gonna get this stuff up here so they don't bother me. See what I'm talking about? This is a lot to produce for a small country. But tanks and stuff do give you an advantage right away. Towed artillery. So it leaves me alone on that. And we do not have steel. France. Where is Russia? Continue trading with Russia because we're right there. So we're going to immediately start justifying. Oh, I can't. Okay, well, let's take it off. Pause then. Let's assign you guys a front. Let's take the special forces and reassign you guys here. Just want you. You guys will have the attack order to just take that. So how much population is in this one little area? Okay, let's... a couple 100,000, which will help. Because I mean, we're only 2 million strong. Look at us, 3 million, which will give us a little bit more population. I think we're volunteer only. Yeah, we have also stagnant at birth, which I'm probably gonna change to actually get more birth rate because we need that. Probably lower taxes when I get war economy. Okay, let's see how justifying. Retake claim state. 21 more. Get the same with these guys. Justify. No. It's probably because they have this. So let's get this up to speed 5 and let's see what's going on in the world. So we got ISIS fighting down here. They don't usually last very long. I remember talking about ISIS in my first playthrough of the Armenia first episode, and it just immediately... honestly, I think they need to make ISIS a little bit stronger considering how much issues they're actually causing it, or add the actual civil war thing going on, because Syria also is dealing with its own civil war. There's like a 3-way war going on. Plus the Kurds, plus Iraq, so it's pretty chaotic over there. Yeah, this next presidential election for the US is going to be interesting because it's going to kind of shift our focus on ISIS and see what we're actually going to do. Because right now we're just fighting those special forces and airstrikes. Which, if Hillary gets into office, pretty much she's going to continue what we've been doing, which hasn't been effective. But she's also going to open up our borders more, making it so ISIS terrorists can get in even more. Because with the new flow of immigrants out of Syria, they're kind of getting their fighters everywhere, so that's awesome. Trump wins, well, I don't know, that's going to be interesting. He has not put out a plan for what he's actually going to do. I'm hoping for Gary Johnson to win, because he's more of a less crazy option than the other third party, Stearns, who wants to take away all of our military bases in the world, which, I mean, that is absolutely crazy. Because that would literally castrate the US. We'd have a strong military, but nowhere to put it. And the only reason why we're so influential right now is because of our military bases everywhere. Because people will take us serious because we are able to touch them from all the way over here with all of our forests, because we have military bases all over the place. Yeah, wonder how China's doing right now. Peaceful rise? Why do they keep going peaceful rise? Drives me crazy. I want to see them go to war. Peaceful rise, diplomacy. Is the South China Sea thing here? They always go peaceful rise. Yeah, this is the route they've taken in real life. They're trying to take the South China Sea. Because their economy is slowing and they need the trade route and resources of this area. Yeah, they're building islands all over this place. They should represent that in this game, like little islands, forts all over the place. It'd be cool if they added that. Okay, we probably could start justifying more now against Curtis to reclaim state. Sounds real quick. Go like that. Civilian. We do need manpower bad. We have an air force? I might disband them just for the manpower. So if we go here, we'll get political power, which will be nice. Unpause. So how many days is it going to take to justify a war goal? 120. Yeah. And honestly, with the US being so aggressive against Russia, I just don't understand it. Because Russia has the economy of freaking Italy, and Italy's poor. And Russia is fighting back, preparing for nuclear war. Yeah, Russia would use it too. I wouldn't doubt him. Yeah, the issue with the tension in the world has gone unseen by most of the US because of mainstream media pushing stupid shit like the gender issue and the fucking gender bathroom stuff. Meanwhile, in the world, the tensions are super high. The doomsday clock was like, what was it, at 10 at one point? If you don't know what the doomsday clock is, it's just basically how close we are to nuclear war. I haven't read up on anything new that the stuff in South China Sea. North Korea with nuclear weapons. Honestly, I don't think that's a big deal. Well, if they do strike Japan and everything, it would be a big deal. And South Korea, but they couldn't hit the US. They're just making a big deal. It could hit the West Coast. Yeah, we have a THAAD system, which is an anti-nuclear weapon system that's meant to take on Russian nuclear weapons. And they're way more advanced than whatever North Korea could produce. But if we were really serious about getting North Korea not to that, we would try to really force China into putting sanctions on them. Because if China put sanctions on them, that would cripple any effort that they could do. Because there was like a conspiracy where Chinese Chinese industry, like company, was giving like resources to North Korea to make their nuclear weapons, which is interesting. But nothing has been done about it. So this time when we go to war with NATO, I'll be in a lot better position because I'll build up way more. I think we might go the route of coming through here again. But honestly, I think we probably have enough manpower just to push through Iran. And we probably will just take all of this for the oil and stuff, manpower. So we're gonna go down more factory output. Great question. How many factories do you even have? So you have 1 military factory, 7 civilian factories, which is alright. 0 and 2. Country that kicked my ass before. 2 and 6. Oh yeah, our Air Force. We do not need an Air Force right now. I don't need close air support. That can just go straight into my army. Put up a focus. Let's go down. Also, while we're doing that, let's get a communist advisor. The only reason why I go communist, I would go fascist or something, but they don't give as much like manpower bonuses as communist does. Because if I can, I would rather not get us to like scraping the barrel ever, or even to extensive subscription, because that slows down our training. So when I get turned to communist, I get 2% more output on or 2% more manpower, which is pretty much up to limited subscription, like above limited subscription on how good it is. But then I can keep the power of, like, I could go down to disarm and get that like 20%, that 5% more in factory output, which helps. Let's actually draw a battle strategy for this. I forgot to actually draw a battle strategy. We're just gonna push right to the coast. The rise of the Armenian Empire shall be soon. So, how much percent? 70%. That's pretty decent. Got our guns filled. A little bit of tanks, a little bit of support equipment. We'll get that soon. Not really worried about it. Just need manpower. Honestly, I think after this war, we'll have enough manpower, and I'll switch over to focusing on economy, getting that extra research slot. Because build up the Armenian economy. Get more civilian factories. Okay, we're right there, so let's more factory output. Trade an economic powerhouse in this little area. I can't wait for them to add like the UN in this, so I can like influence other countries if I get big. God, I hope Russia's AI actually helps out this time. They won't be the Soviet Union, it'll be Putin, and Putin probably be way more aggressive. I've seen the different leaders like different aggression. Like if Hillary gets like in office, she's aggressive as fuck. Oh, she's in office. Yeah, she's aggressive. Trump's more neutral. He'll stay and leave us alone as long as we don't attack allies. But Hillary like kept intervening in wars that I was doing, and I was getting really annoyed. I was like, go away, stop attacking me, leave me alone. Okay, our justification is done. Yeah, and it's awesome when you get like the US against you immediately. You can't do anything about it. So we'll give a... Let's slow it down. We're giving our general a little bit of experience doing this, so that's why I'm letting them kind of just bash themselves against it. I'm gonna turn down the volume real quick. Jeez. Game, volume, effects. Because I couldn't even hear myself think. Master volume. Apply. So far casualties, we've only lost 100 and they lost 9,000. We'll actually just grab these guys and just go and reassign them up here. Unpause. So I don't think they can get through us. We're too dug in. And they can't break my armor. Let's add a cool... I like it when it's red. See, look at how much manpower I got from that little province. I got like 980 some. We'll reassign you here. Yeah, lost 1,000. Okay, he says it's risky. Some divisions are still preparing. What planning bonus do we got? We're pretty much fully entrenched, and we got a decent planning bonus. So I think we probably could push once this division actually gets there. Let's actually speed it up because this is slow combat. I noticed a lot of better players of Hearts of Iron 4 playing like 2, and that's too slow for me. Let's try to keep these casualties as low as we can because I don't want to lose the manpower. For us at least, I don't care if their people die. And they will be the ones mostly serving in our military, as the Armenian generals, pretty much, and officers. That's our positions. They'll die on the front line, so we plan everything. Sounds good to me. Oh crap! Actually, I'll probably just make this an hour special, or just go as long as I feel. Let's get this division out of there because they do not have enough supply to keep it up. So I'm not producing anything for them. Again, we got a level 1 general. Slow but surely we're pushing through. Oh, I forgot. I didn't even notice. Okay, just focus. There we go. We've lost 1k. Okay, let's hold here for right now. Let's get our special forces to go down this way. Let's get them to secure down here. Secure this little city. Let's have our tank division follow so it doesn't get cut off. Let's re-add this to them. So we're just gonna it's gonna look a lot better that we're gonna actually be able to take these guys. So we'll actually have the population to support armies. Hopefully I can get the military experience, which probably should add a military theorist. Okay, let's have you just, if we can lose as little as we can in this war, that's what we're aiming for. Little Armenian casualties as possible. So if they lost 2,000, we lost 2,000. Which is not ideal for them to have more casualties. So let's bring this guy up this way, let's cut him off. There we go. So we're gonna cut them off, we're gonna surround them. I'm hoping that actually fully cuts them off and they lose supplies. So it doesn't look like they're losing any supplies at all. What is this here? Factories, they're getting local supply. So let's get our tanks. So they are losing supplies. Let's halt then. Bring the tank up this way. These tricky bastards, you stay right there. Let's take this guy out. They almost got me there, they almost cut off these divisions, and I don't think there's a port down here. Yeah, I've noticed the AI's actually been more smart about what they do, which is pretty nice, I guess, not having stupid AI. They don't leave themselves completely open, but it makes it harder. They lost 4,000, which I think is good. Yeah, keep throwing yourself at my really dug-in divisions. Die. Okay. More factory output, which is really nice. Yeah, they keep throwing themselves trying to take that one spot, take that city back. There we go. We need someone up here so they can't reconnect. I think after we destroy these, we'll get everyone to focus on the capital if they don't capitulate. So they're taking 50% attrition. We lost 5,000. Let's actually reassign. Let's go like this. Meant to delete that. Never mind. Let's click that. Let's make a attack plan here. That got messed up real quick. So you don't think you're going to be able to do that? No, everyone assigned to it. Let's let them plan it a little bit. So he's saying we're good. They have low organization plus low resources. Yeah, let's go. Watch this so they don't get destroyed. Might convert you over actually. Let's take you out again. Let's have you sit here. Let's convert you over to something else. I think I'm gonna turn one of these. Let's actually turn the mechanized into something else other than what it is. So we're pushing through. Overrunning, so that's gonna be nice when we actually overrun them completely. Communist Party grows 15,000. Yeah, I say that's a decent number lost for them. Nope. Actually, let's just disband you for... Yeah. More population, plus they're about to die anyways. So let's give you guys a plan. We're just gonna take the capital. Push all the way to the capital. Let's get you guys in position and take it. So we're in control of about 4 million people. Actually 5 million people. Which is pretty nice. And let's go. Attacking from all directions. They really dug in. They can't penetrate my armor, so more tanks and stuff are in their way. Getting in there, yeah, we're gonna win this. Devastating war for them. And then we're probably just gonna take these guys real quick. Because they're only partially recognized country. So no one's gonna miss them in the world. Oh no, they're sabotaging my factories. Are they gonna? There they go. So we're just gonna take all. Done. I don't see why the tension would go so high for me just taking this. I don't think the world would care very much. The only ones I'd care is the people that are like the powers in the area. Me expanding like this. But I mean, you got Russia, which wouldn't really mind. Iran probably mine, and Turkey about it. So we're just gonna justify quick. Oh, we guarantee him? I vaunted. We have very little army experience, which I'm hoping to build up. So we're gonna start switching the mechanized over to infantry. We need 30. Oh, it hurts me so. That. Have the equipment to produce that. So now we have less mechanized. So we're producing tanks right now. So we have that filled. We don't need this anymore. So this is going to be our main actual division, which we're going to switch over to infantry, foot infantry. After we do our actual build up. So we got a decent amount of population now that we've taken over the country. 11,000. The issue is chromium. We have a lot of oil, so I'm hoping people start trading for our oil for free civilian factories. Only reason why we're taking this is for the small amount of population, also just to get rid of it from here. Georgia is going to be our main target. Look at factions. So all of this, we're going to just take all of it. So that we just have it. That's the only reason why. Let's look at resources. Yeah, they don't have any resources, anything. Population is a thing we need. Let's look at our actual build. Do we have any engineer? No, we don't. It's gonna take us a while to change that. Okay, looks like we're gonna end the first episode here. This is a new Armenia playthrough, and if you like it so far, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.